Welcome to the Deliverance Network. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to share again today a message received from the Lord Jesus while at adoration. And we're filming again in college. I actually attended twice over different time periods in my own life. And a different person that I was at each stage of my being here. And I think what I would like to urge everyone to pay attention to is where they're at with their relationship to the divine if you're coming across this message. A lot of people in the world don't give it a thought at all. Some people are kind of mildly interested. Some people dip their toes in and then retreat. Others start on the path and think, oh no, it's too much trouble, or they get sidetracked. Others stick with it, and it reminds me of that biblical verse, I can't quote it right now, where the Lord, sows, and there's some that fall on rocks, some that fall among thorns, words, and some that fall on the path, get eaten up, and then others that take root. And I'm really encouraging everyone out there to let faith take root now. We're not in a time, I personally believe, that we can afford to be lukewarm anymore, on any fences anymore. We're going to have to come to a deciding point, and I think it's coming sooner rather than later. I'm going to share this message from Jesus from January the 5th, 2024. I have to remember 2024 because it's brand new. This is what he had to say, and it is a serious word. Holy and sacred is the time in silence whenever we are in communion together at the holy hour of adoration. Between the child and the Father, I bridge a distance that the child is unable to climb. I have given my life reverently in sacrifice upon the cross in order to help my children to climb to salvation. Render grace constantly I do, so that my children are able to become fit for heaven. I am your salvation, and my providence completes the act of sacrifice given for my children. I believe intently where children fail in faith. I give completely as the Father gives. Holy am I. Beautiful is my devotion to the Father, for my heart only desires exactly as my Father desires. Wicked souls do not agree with my Father in their inmost being and sever their ability to approach my Father. Clandestine sin becomes an anchor, pulling souls into hell, from which I desire to extricate my children. I do not desire that any of my children become lost. However, the soul is the one that decides to return to me. Close this message now, child. You must prepare for Mass. And he signed it off, your Holy One. And so, as I have mentioned, and I've been saying quite some time now from the Deliverance Network, I really believe we're coming into a decisive hour in the course of human history. And I believe that it's going to be one side or the other, for and with God or not. And so I ask you to consider which path you're on, which path you've started on, backing up on, which path you want to go forward on, and really take the time to discern where you're at in truth, and try to make that reach for God, because Jesus is the one who bridges the gap and does the rest. All you have to do is say yes. Thank you for joining us at the Deliverance Network. God bless.